So right now, currently, the price of grain to the granary is 2.4 cents right now. Obviously, the price kind of started about, yeah, we'll give or take 5 cents, and it's gone down from there as people have been yield farming it, as well as just taking their distributions depending on how they ended up doing it. But the one thing that we had talked to Beavis about in the course and stuff, which the webinar's there if you were a part of it. If not, damn, it sucks.
Yeah, that was, dude. There were like a solid chunk of information that
Yeah.
Beavis talked about in that webinar that I'm like, fuck, I gotta go back to that webinar and take fucking notes because that it was that good.
Right. But typically, when coins are airdropped or distributed over a certain period of time, so for about 2 weeks after there, you have kind of price weakness because you have all this influx of supply, right? So I could see the price probably going down a little bit on in the next 10 days. Afterwards, the price will probably rebound back up. And then, and on top of that, as more supply is kind of funneled out and stuff, the airdrops stop mattering much less as well. So there's other tokens that are doing airdrops as well, same sort of thing. So if a token's airdropping or still has these big major like community airdrops, obviously know that the price is probably going to go down because weak hands and some people just need cash.
Yeah. And on the chart that you showed up there, essentially the price looks like it has stabilized at a low. I don't know for what period of time. What was the day that it hit that bottom?
The 13th. So right now we are at the 23rd.
Okay, so that was around the same time as Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I think, was around the 15th. So it was actually a couple days before Bitcoin, and then went sideways since then. Hasn't really done too much. That's actually a pretty good sign because, let's say we get a little bit of a bump in the next 1 week on that, and then we get, basically a redump on it, like you said, in the first couple of weeks of July, and then we kind of see if it still is stable around the current area at that time, right, or slightly higher, then that would be a pretty good sign.
Definitely. And it looks like it's got the low of, it basically just stayed above 2 cents. Basically, it hit 2 cent line and then bounced up. Yeah.
Nice. How much percentage for the top is it?
Wait, give me one second. From the top, it's just basically It's just basically gone down 50%.
Oh,
really.
okay.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
Well,
a little bit more, like 60% ish.
Well, it's like it never. I guess
it never hit five?
It wicked at 5. It hit 5 exactly, and then went down from there.
So yeah, maybe like 50-60%.
Yeah, and most and stuff down and stuff. So.
Right.
And if you look at the sales and stuff, it's small stuff. It's like $9 for this is a kind of yield farming money I could imagine. Really, that's dumping and stuff.
Yep.
Well, without no, I'm sure. But you can take it down now. So that's what's going on with the grain. Great, it is a great token, but these tokens are basically going to do much better later on in the cycle. But the cool thing is like there's really only a distribution every 3 months. So if one's happening in 11 days, it's going to be 90 days until the next one. So then you actually can get this like dump down and then a nice price and then comes down and then back down until eventually they don't really start mattering that much anymore, especially towards the tail end, because once we've had about 4 of these after a full year, I mean, they just start mattering less. It's kind of like halvenings almost, like the halvening, because the average person held to 0 lock, and then the average lock from there was basically a year to 2 years from there at most and stuff like that. So anyone who did really longer than that, damn, salute to you. But Jesus, that's I forgot how long you could lock it for. Was it 5 years? I think it was or 4 years. I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, but definitely, man.